and welcome to Breaking Bread with. This is such an exciting day because today we launch this amazing platform that we think is going to be amazing for the industry, amazing for just conversations that aren't really happening. Maybe they are, but we don't see them. So we want to bring those conversations to you, and we want to bring conversations with amazing people like Ingrid Jones to you. And then we can just converse about our industry, marketing, media, and just the difficulties and successes of this beautiful industry of ours. So I'm joined today for our first show.
No pressure.
By Ingrid Jones. She is the executive director, is that right, of Mikateko Media, and she's also a co-host on the show Tassan Ons. I hope we're saying it right. Yes, I'm prachtig, guys. Ingrid, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Cheers to your very first, let's not say we are nervous, to your first. And I wish you all the success in the world, because I hear what you said about creating content. Because you listen to other people's conversations, you're like, but I want to have that conversation with a different group of people that I know might benefit from what it is that you can bring, you as Nasibi.
Exactly. Thank you so much. So you might be wondering, who am I? So I'm the managing director of a group called Break Bread Group, and Breaking Bread With is a show that is under our banner Break Bread Studios. So that's who I am. But this show isn't about me. It's all about Miss Ingrid, and the topic that we are going to focus on today is women in media, in celebration of International Women's Day today. So Ingrid, I think where we're going to start is just tell us, who are you? So people want to know, why am I sitting down with
why am I actually on the show?
Yes.
So I'm Ingrid Jones, and I am one of two of Mikateko Media. And we started, there was a third partner, but now we're two. Mikateko Media 11 years ago, exactly in this month.
Sheesh.
And to be around for longer than a year or two is in itself something.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of black media companies around, specifically in the publishing industry. I know,
Correct.
you know, there are in
other spheres.
yes, but not necessarily in the old print publishing that we still do.
Yeah.
So between the two of us, or three of us at the time, but now two, we literally started with one employee, and today we can say we're 15, 16 people at any given time.
Which is great.
And we don't, that's our core team.
Yeah.
And then we work a lot with freelancers, and our core business is to still do traditional publishing.
Yeah.
And so we publish on behalf of a client, which could be Transnet, or or Mango, or some of our other clients, but what we create content on behalf of a client.
Okay, cool. So you create magazines, but it's not like your lifestyle magazine, like your Saris and your...
No.
It is corporate magazines.
That's right.
Like in-flight magazines.
Correct.
Or for Transnet. How do you feel, what role do you think Mikateko has played in paving the way for women in media?
Look, I think because we are so small and we have never, so thank you to you, actually we're not very good at telling our own story, and we're very black like that. We don't brag, you know. So because you're too scared to today say, oh my word, we are so amazing, and then tomorrow you're gone.
Exactly.
So we're not very good at our own storytelling. So for the last 10 years we are doing what we are doing. We are empowering people. Our ethos is to have a legacy of training black media practitioners.
Amazing.
I'm not saying other people can't come. I'm just saying we need to be in the room.
The focus will be
need to be in the room.
And we are not in the room.
We're not in the room.
We never mind the table.
I was at a conversation the other day. People said, but there are no black media companies in South Africa after Ndaru. Sadly, what happened to them? I'm like, excuse me.
Exactly.
I am in the room. Acknowledge me. Acknowledge Mikateko Media. And so it is hard because you have to fight for your place in the industry. You have to fight because you are surrounded by big companies, and you're not necessarily the first port of call for people when they think, I've got a publishing job to do.
That is such truth. I just want to weigh in on that.
Yeah.
As we are in the marketing space, and we obviously are, competing against
For sure.
massive advertising industry. Advertising agencies that have been around for years and are mostly white male owned.
Yeah.
But even our peers, who are black peers, who are in corporates, when they think about, we need a marketing agency, they're not going to think of us.
They don't think of us.
We're not the first. It's like,
they're top of mind.
There is that black agency that I know that you could tap into. You're not top of mind. They're even afraid to think of us. Never mind, they might think of you and think, maybe Nash would be able to do this. But they're afraid that what if I recommend and then she doesn't deliver?
Correct.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. I think that this distrust in our competency levels, right?
Yeah.
Is a big thing.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you are saying. What if she gets a job and she can't? What about it's going to be shame on me because I recommended her and that kind of thing, which is such rubbish.
Yeah.
And it's the whole thing that once you are absorbed, if black people are absorbed into the big white, you are assimilated so quickly that you even don't remember where you come from.
Yeah, so true.
So we try here to foster that thing of we are black and we are excellent. Excellence did become extinct in 1994.
Exactly, preach.
At all.
Preach.
So when everything that comes out of here is excellent, and we make sure that all the T's crossed, because you know what? We have to be so good. We have to be better than the best, so that no one can do what you exactly said. But are they good enough?
Yeah.
So we work hard. Des and I, my partner, we are exhausted most of the times. Why? Because we have to work thrice as hard as anyone else.
Yeah.
Just to be taken seriously.
Yeah. And you're not just black, you're a woman.
Well, let's not start with that conversation.
Because it's not just about, because there's male black agencies.
Yes, there are.
In the industry. And from what I have seen as a trend, those are taken a little bit more seriously than female.
But then we female and we're old. We're over 50. So that's another thing. Once you reach a certain age in this industry, you are seen to be passé. You're not like those two old hags at that company.
Yeah.
And so we have to be so on trend. We have to be so on it. And I find that age discrimination, I must say, is a thing.
No, definitely.
Especially when you're female, but you can be white and grey and wonderful.
And in actual fact, when you're white and grey, you are wisest.
Yes.
You are
exactly.
You are distinct. Exactly. Yeah. But when you are black and grey, she's too old. She doesn't understand the trends. Yeah. She doesn't get it. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. Well,
but let me just say, I've stopped bitching 10 years ago.
Yeah.
When I saw, but I'm not in the room.
Yeah.
We are not in the room.
Yeah.
We've stopped bitching.
Yeah.
And then we decided to do our own thing. Even if we 1, 2, 3, and like I said in the beginning, it's hard. But there must come a point where you say, yes, I'm black, but I can't keep on looking back and wait for somebody to do something for me. They're not going to do something for you.
Yeah.
You have to do it yourself.
And it's exactly the conversation we were having before we started filming.
That's right.
That if you wait around waiting for, to open the industry, you're never going to get into the industry. Get into the industry, do your thing, create content, go for it, break boundaries, and you'll be amazed at how people
respond to it.
And are also craving for people who want to step out and start creating content. They just like, oh my word, we haven't seen something like this, and they relate, and they're like, that's my story, which will make your content even better.
Agreed.
So, do you have any stories of your own personal sort of experience of being a woman and in the industry, of struggles that you went through? Like, do you have any interesting, one day I was sitting in a boardroom and Mr. So-and-so walked in, you don't have to mention those, but just a story about the struggle of like to make it, bring it close to home.
Look, we went to a pitch once, I won't mention names, and the three of us sat in the room, and the room filled up with, we went to pitch for business, with 98% males and 1 or 2 females.
Yeah.
And I promise you today, We had our presentation.
Yeah.
We had everything. No one spoke to us about our presentation.
What do you
One
mean?
person wanted to know how many cows must I pay for Lobola.
Oh
The
no!
other person was like, what are you guys doing after this? We never got to what we were going to present.
Well, I wasn't expecting that story.
Well,
Wow. That is insane. I'm so taken aback. That's insane, and I can't imagine that, you know? And
we walked
it's
out of
such-
there like we were in a parallel universe. What was that? So that was in the beginning of our careers.
Wow,
You know?
yeah,
It was
yeah.
a massive company.
Yeah.
And we were so shell-shocked. We didn't know, like, are we supposed to say something? Is
Yeah.
this funny?
Yeah.
Is this, must we laugh because this is not funny?
Wait, so
At
you
all.
walk out, you haven't presented.
Nothing.
And then what happened?
Nothing.
Whoa. And did you send email saying you know,
Zero.
it just ended at that?
Right there.
Can you imagine that sort of like exclusion to play? Or
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Like it's, oh no, we're not gonna play
Yeah.
with
So
you.
when we saw the business went out for pitch again, it's like, nah,
Yeah.
we're not going.
Yeah.
Because that was...
Those are serious struggles
Yeah.
to go through,
Yeah.
especially when you're taking yourself seriously. And pitching
We
is
flew up to
pitching.
Johannesburg.
I was about to say, pitching is expensive.
Pitching is very expensive.
Pitching takes up time. Okay, so now you have been doing this for weeks, preparing to come and pitch. You arrive. You've used all of those
Paid your own
resources.
flights.
You've paid for because agencies or businesses don't pay for you to come and pitch. They say, here you go, pitch,
Yeah.
and if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Sorry for the thousands and thousands of rands.
And then
that
they steal your IP.
And then they steal your IP. Oh, you know what? This is an this is this is a conversation for another day. But it is pitch season right now in the media industry. So a lot of this is happening as we are speaking. Big corporates who are calling on, you know, advertising agencies or publishing agencies to come up with ideas. We want to create this.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
As an example, or something that I've learned, or that I'm relearning this year, because I just come from designing now,
Yeah.
is the whole thing, don't wait. It was sort of the message from everyone, whether you are creative or whatever you are, to just do some guerrilla things.
Yeah.
Don't wait for the pitch to be advertised.
Yeah.
Go and present something. If they don't like it,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
And keep at it.
Yeah.
Keep at it. Even if
Yeah.
you think you're not going to win that
Yeah.
pitch, we do small, we do this. And in your stuff, it doesn't matter. You're going to make the list, you're going to make the next year, you do it again. Be insistent and persistent. There was a guy who said they did a marketing, of course it's a guy, a marketing campaign, I think in Belgium.
Yeah.
And they had to like awareness old people in old age homes,
Oh, okay.
and so no one pays to have that kind of advertising campaign or whatever. So
Yeah.
people there.
Yeah.
What they did is, and they've gone to the city to say, can we do the campaign? They're like, no, there are money for old people. And they took an old person in a wheelchair, strapped it on the top of a bus stop, and by the time people started getting on the bus, we were like, what are these people doing on the bus stop?
Yeah.
Anyway, eventually someone climbed onto the bus and went,
Yeah.
how did you get here? And then they obviously were in on it.
Yeah.
And the woman said, but I don't know, I went to bed last, I don't know, I went this way up here.
Yeah.
But the campaign was so effective.
Yeah.
You know, even when they told him you're not allowed to do this, it was viral.
Yeah.
So not all things are necessarily about the money initially.
Yeah.
It's about having that initiative, thinking
Yeah.
outside of the box,
Yeah.
doing stuff that people will pay attention to.
Attention
You
to,
try
yeah.
that same rubbish in South Africa, you'll see. Do you know what I mean? It will be an
Yeah.
outcry, or maybe the outcry is a good thing.
And exactly. the
Yeah.
outcry
So
is
if you're
for-
small, just start doing
Yeah.
things that are completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just so that people can say, now simply that creative, or this is what is happening.
Yeah.
I don't know if it made any sense to you, but that made such a lot of sense to me to just...
It completely makes sense to me, and it's a model that us as small agencies use.
Yeah.
Because we don't get invited to pitch.
Yeah.
Most pitches aren't, unless it's a government tender, it's not going to be advertised. And the advertising and marketing space is so close-knit. And because it is, you know, white and male owned, and it's about Boyki that went to, you know,
Boys Eye.
yes, St. John's or whatever. So those agencies will know about it, but the smaller agencies won't. So the only way for us to get business is to literally approach and just say, listen, we don't know whether you have an agency or you don't. We don't know whether you're looking to change your agency, but here's our thinking. What do you think about what he does? And it's worked for us. That's all of our
The
business
other
is
thing
run
that,
like
that keeps you out is price point.
Yeah, true.
You know,
True.
if you're a big company, you
Yeah.
can go like, you know, we can do it for 2 rand.
Yeah.
Then we, because we're small, like, you know, we have to take cost in your account. You have to pay people, you have to do all that.
Yes.
You go with real cost.
Yes.
You're not gonna get it
Yes.
because Big Brother
Yes.
can do it in a little
Yes.
department over there, and so on. So you know, there's a lot of things that one has to talk about, and I hope that, you know, in your conversations with other people,
Yeah.
that you actually talk about the whole tender process.
Yeah.
You talk about this marketing for who.
Yeah.
And to go back to the Belgium case, it was about, for old people, it's a big thing for them because people are living longer.
Yeah.
So what are the issues here that pertain to us that we can do campaigns around? You know, unashamedly, for example, what do we do with our old people? You know, and all our diverse cultures, it's all very different.
Yeah.
You know, some people will go and live in the elders. We believe that we have to look after our parents.
Yeah.
But what will be the campaigns around that, for example,
Yeah.
that we can look at?
Yeah.
So we don't
Yeah.
see it anywhere.
Yeah.
And so that might be a challenge for you guys in the marketing space to,
Definitely.
you
To
know,
look into
come up with solutions for all problems
Yes.
and challenges. Yeah.
Exactly. All right, Ingrid. To wrap, I have one final question.
Sure.
What is your advice to young women who want to get into the space, which is an incredibly difficult space to stay in? Like you mentioned at the beginning, Mikateko Media, which had been around for a very long
Yeah.
time, was backed by wealth,
Yeah.
was backed by so much funding and all sorts of things, and was in the exact same industry
Yeah.
that you're in, closed their doors in January. What advice can you give to young women who want to get into this industry and who are saying, it seems really difficult, and the people that we thought had it on lock,
Yeah.
especially for black women,
Yeah.
the people that we thought had it on lock
Yeah.
didn't.
Look, no one has a rich uncle
Yeah,
in the business,
yeah,
right? So, but here's the thing that I say. Find yourself a mentor. It doesn't matter.
Will you remind me?
Anytime.
On camera.
Find yourself a good mentor,
Yeah.
right? Ask the person not for a day, an hour, or ask for 10 minutes. Because what I do is I give people 10 minutes. I wake up at 4 in the morning. I then give your WhatsApp, I do WhatsApp mentor. You send me your question or whatever it is, and I will answer you because I'm awake for an hour that I can speak.
Yeah.
So, cost you nothing, cost me nothing. Ask the questions like you are asking. What are the things that you want to know? But have a tag sheet, right? I want to know the following things. I'm going to find a mentor. I don't want an hour, whatever of your time. I don't have money to pay you to mentor me. But can I have small bits and chunks of that? It doesn't matter whether it's me or it is Kanye or it is whoever you think are successful in the business, right?
Yeah.
Ask anyone. Ask Oprah if you have to. Be so gutsy to send her a mail and, you know what, I'm sitting at the certain point of blah blah blah, because apparently she says yes to some people.
Mama O.
So that for me is a big thing. To firstly, before you bitch and moan, understand the business.
Yeah.
Understand it. So by the time you get here and you come for an interview or you want to do something, you know. You're not coming just in front of me like a complete novice, right?
Yeah.
Because everyone wants to be a mogul.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be an editor. Everyone wants to be a... But it doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah, true.
You think it happens overnight, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You have, for me, it's attaching yourself to a mentor. It's attaching yourself to that. There's a lot of free stuff around. You don't have to pay for everything, right? Go to those things. Go do the free online courses. Tell me, listen, can I come and work here for 3 months? You don't have to pay me. Besides the mentoring, go and work somewhere.
Yeah.
Say, can I, like one of our younger guys over here, he does things in 3D. We don't do 3D in the company, but he's teaching us.
Yes.
He's looking for a space where he's got access to a computer and stuff. So he's going to walk away from here with more than he came for.
Yeah.
I can pay your petrol at least. If there's more, if we don't have the money to pay for the intern. but it's about the person who takes the initiative. I promise you.
Yeah.
People must stop saying but. No,
Yeah.
just go relate. That's
Yeah.
what you have to do.
Just do it. Sorry,
Yeah.
Nike.
Yeah, just go relate.
I just gorilla. that's the Ingrid Jones way. Just gorilla.
Just go relate.
Oh, well, thank you so much for this conversation. This is incredibly valuable, and I hope that someone out there is going to find it incredibly valuable as well. And you've been a fantastic first guest.
Oh, God, thank you.
So thank you so much.
No, thank you for you for starting this, because really there cannot be enough conversations about this.
Yeah,
You know,
true.
we are a country of I don't know how many million of people. Imagine how many stories we haven't told yet.
Exactly.
I mean, you could be busy for all.
We are going to find those stories and
Yeah.
tell them. So thank you so much. Thank you so much to you for tuning in and watching this show. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, because we want to grow and grow. And when we grow, we can, reach more people, and we can reach more, valuable guests who want to be on the show. So please go ahead and share it with your friends, and watch the show. Watch it till the end. Watch it till here. Even the next one. Watch it till this point, where thank you for watching. Otherwise, you can reach us on Facebook. It is Break Bread Group on Facebook. It is break_bread_group on Instagram. And it is @bbg_SA on Twitter. I'm also going to link this all in the description down below. So if you'd like to get a hold of us, our website will be in the description, www.breakbreadgroup.com, and you can just reach out to us. We're based in Cape Town, in Salt River. You can always just pop by for a coffee. We're always, open to talking and having these conversations, even off air. Hey, so thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Bye.
That is cool.
Yeah.